Morning traders, well, big day for the pound. I think there's a dovish risk going into this meeting if the BOE disappoint the market by hiking by 25 basis points, with the market expecting practically a 50 basis point hike. Pricing's at 45 basis points. Now, why are they expecting that? Well, the guidance from the June statement stated that the BOE was prepared to act forcefully to bring inflation down. We also saw Bailey in a recent speech say that a 50 basis point hike is on the table and that he emphasized a strong commitment to bring inflation back down to the 2% target. I think also there's a psychological factor here. Does the traditionally dovish ECB and SNB who hiked by 50 basis point weigh on the psyche of the BOE? What are the main factors I'll be on the lookout for? Well, the vote split. Do we get a 7-2-8-1? Most likely that's what we'll get, with dissents from Cunliffe and Tenreiro. I think it would be dovish if we saw 5-4, and then hawkish would likely be unanimous or one dissent from Saunders last meeting for 75 basis point high. We get economic forecast too. Do we see inflation likely be revised up higher? Where will that peak lie for 2022? Do we get close to 12%? Growth. Do we get actually a negative print for 2023 versus flat forecast previously? And then I'm sure the unemployment rate will tick up given the weaker growth profile. The signal to the market will be important based on how aggressive the rate hikes are. Looking at those 2024, 2025 inflation forecasts, how far below target are they? And then I want to see if we get any more clarity on the QT, when that first year start date is, because that will affect the monthly pace of QT. And we're looking at, if it is September, 1.2 to 5.4 billion sterling range of active sales a month. So that's important, getting clarity on that. And then going forward, do we see maybe a watering down of the existing forward guidance, removing forcefully and make it more data dependent, more flexible, similar to other central banks? So that's important because the market's expecting pretty much a 50 basis point hike at September 2 with 44 basis points price. Euro GBP, I'm looking at 0.83, 0.845, and cable, I'm looking at 120, 123.5 as the major levels. Trade the opportunity with Pepperstone.